What's up, guys? Welcome to Simply FPL. My name is Sam, and it's time for a Sunday roundup. The fixtures are almost finished. The Liverpool game has just this minute ended. I'm annoyed, but also happy at the same time. We'll go through why that is in a few minutes. It looks like a fairly poor week for me. I think I've probably been quite unlucky with how other players have done, or the lucky points they've got. But I think I'm happy enough. So I've got one player left, and yeah, sure. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? So there's the team. As I said, I've got Jamie Vardy left. I'm hoping he can get some sort of attack in return. I'm also hoping Brighton get a goal as well, because a few of the lads in my mini leagues have Leicester defenders. But yeah, sure. We'll be going down to watch that game after I've recorded this. So 43 points so far. Bad start to the game week with Jota being ruled out injured for a couple of months, so we're going to have a chat about what I might do about that after we've looked at the points. So that meant that Soufal kind of came in for him. Now, looking at that game, Leeds versus West Ham, it started off terribly for me. Again, I base how I do on I've got a couple of really big bets this season, so I'll look at what players they've got, and that's how I'll base how I do in a weekend. So one of the lads has Bamford. Bamford gets his assist after a couple of minutes. Absolute joke of a retake of a penalty, but sure, that's just the way it is. Soufal almost got an assist. They were very, very close to getting a goal towards the end. That would have been a nice 5-pointer in total, but sure, he got another 2 points. But I guess that's what we can. It's kind of what we can expect for our. Like, Soufal's going to be on the bench the majority of the time for me. Although he might actually play for me this week. But yeah, 2 points coming on for Jota. Moving on to Saturday, Wolves against Villa. So Martinez, 11 points, rewarding those who didn't get rid of him for his missed game against Newcastle. He made 7 saves. Some of them were just unbelievable saves. Like everyone that had Martinez is watching that last 10 minutes, just praying they keep a clean sheet, because Wolves they put a lot of pressure on Villa's goal. The one thing to be annoyed about is Jack Grealish. When Villa won the penalty at the end, they said afterwards that Grealish could have taken it if he wanted to, but he passed it off to El Ghazi, so he absolutely bottled it, which, look, they scored, so I'm sure Villa fans don't care, but as a Grealish owner, you're absolutely devastated that he had the chance. He'd have got 7 points and at least 2 bonus points, so that was, what was that, a 7-point decision, basically, so look, Grealish gets 2, Martinez gets 11. We're happy enough coming out of it, but it could have been a lot better. Newcastle West Brom, didn't actually watch it. Have no players from either team. No interest in watching that game, so couldn't tell you how it went. I am considering getting Wilson in very soon. No idea how he played in that game, but it's just on my mind to potentially get him. Then we got all excited for the United City game. I joked to one of my mates that it'll either be a 0-0 or City are going to hammer them. I didn't see it going another way. Unfortunately, it was 0-0. So United, like if I was a United fan, I'd be devastated at what the team's become. Like, they played like they were hoping for a 0-0 draw. Like, it was just an awful spectacle from a United point of view. Luckily for United, City were not that much better. Like, apart from Kevin De Bruyne, who like he's just he's a cut above the rest of the players on the pitch. And to be honest, there's a lot to worry about with City. Like, they don't look like they did the last season or two. It's a very strange time to own City assets, because you don't know whether you want to have 3, whether you want to have 1. Like, it's tough, but sure, we got out of that. Cancelo got his clean sheet. Not much to add there. He didn't have much of an attacking threat. Like, it's hard to know whether or not he's even going to start the next game against West Brom, because although they got a clean sheet, like, Fernandinho kind of dropped back to play like a third centre-back while Cancelo pushed up, and he just didn't provide anything. So now, again, I'm looking at my team going, am I going to have to make a sub because I might only have 10 men? Again, more on that in a few moments. Kevin De Bruyne, 6 points. He had that chance to get the goal. Jesus, I think it was, laid it back to him. He's about 8 yards out. He strokes it nicely, but it just easy save for the keeper in the end. So we got ourselves 3 points, double to 6. Absolute disaster. We took the punt on De Bruyne instead of Vardy captain, and yeah, it's unlikely to have paid off. I mean, it didn't pay off, but it's unlikely to. There's a good chance Vardy gets more points. So yeah, we've gone out of that City United game. Bit of a disaster. We wanted to gain points on all the Salah captains, and it didn't happen. So, yeah, final game of the day then. Everton against Chelsea. Obviously, as I say in every video, seemingly, I'm an Everton fan. So I'm watching it thinking Everton will probably score. And the reason they'll score is because I've got two Chelsea defenders. Now, Calvert-Lewin, he was just unbelievable. Like, he got the assist for the penalty. He would have won another penalty if it wasn't for the slight offside in the build-up. Could have had a goal as well. He's never leaving my team, lads. I say it every single week. He's the king of this channel. I just can't believe people are considering selling him. He's just such a good player. He's a £9.5 million striker this year. So to have him for 7 million, like, yeah, it is what it is. 5 points for me. He's only blanked in 2 game weeks so far. Yeah, we're gonna be keeping him. Chilwell and James didn't get up to much. They both had a few chances up the other end, but I think Chelsea were average and Everton were quite good. So, look, we're not going to panic about having 2 Chelsea defenders. When you double up on 2 defenders from the same team, when you're only playing a back 3, you're always going to have to kind of ride the wave a bit. Some weeks I'm going to get double clean sheets, maybe some attacking returns. Other weeks I'm going to have to I'm just going to have to accept I might get 2, 3, 4 points for the both of them. So that's the way it is. Happy enough as an Everton fan. Obviously, we beat Chelsea, and yeah, we ended the night. We'd climbed up to 300,000th in the world, but that was only because obviously a lot of teams only played 4 or 5 players, whereas I played like 9. So yeah, that's where you can't really boast about your overall rank after 1 game. So Sunday, Southampton, Sheffield United. Easiest clean sheet of Southampton's life. Like, I mean, Sheffield United, I don't know what their plan was with Brewster, but I can't imagine it was for him just to come on for like 20 minutes each game for the amount of money they spent. So I'm not sure if they just thought he was going to be a lot more useful than he is. And again, he's only young. He may go on to be a world beater. But for Sheffield United, bottom of the league, 1 point from 12 games. Like when they signed him, they surely expected to get a few goals. So yeah, I'm very worried for them. Like, I just don't see how they don't get relegated. Southampton, like 3-0. Yeah, they look quite good. I mean, a couple of the goals were a little fluky, right? But yeah, I'm still torn over what to do with Southampton assets. I've never owned any this season. I don't see where I'm going to make a change to bring one in unless it's a wild card. So yeah, I'd only consider touching a defender. I think I'm not going to replace Martinez. So yeah, I could potentially bring a defender in, but other than that, I'm not going to bring. I guess Che Adams maybe, but with Ings back, they're just going to split the points. So yeah, that's something to think about anyway. Palace against Spurs. So again, I'm watching this just hoping for a Kane blank. Of all the chances he had today, like the one he scored, like I don't know how Guita let that in. Like, I know it's one of those where you hit it and it moves in the air, but God, you hope he gets a better hand to that and doesn't just let it roll straight into his net. Saying that, Kane could have had a couple of goals after that. The save that Guita made towards the end from, was it a header? It was very close range anyway. Yeah, I think it was a header from a free kick. And yeah, after that, I was kind of okay with the fact that Kane's walking away with 9 points. Again, you want him to walk away with 2, but in fantasy football, you have to just expect sometimes to the players you don't have will get some points. So that's the way that was. Not much to mention about Palace. And then on to Liverpool game. So this was the first game this season I've watched really dreading the outcome for my team. Mo Salah. Yeah, like it's as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm happy, but I'm unhappy. Fulham looked unbelievable. Not like a team that are going to be potentially going to go down. So yeah, I don't know what Fulham fans think, but it's like each week they play really well or really terribly. So thankfully for non-Salah owners, they play pretty well. Salah barely had a sniff. And then he's about to get subbed. They rub the salt in the wound after he scores the penalty by saying that he was about to be subbed. They get a free kick. Wijnaldum pings it. And I mean, the softest penalty you're ever going to see. Is it a penalty? Probably by the rules. I don't know. I'm a bitter Everton fan, so I'm going to say no. But after the penalty that did not get awarded to Fulham, which was a stonewall penalty, and I'm confident in saying that. I was confident anyway, but after seeing Graham Souness at half-time, like, if he says it's a penalty, I'm happy to go with it. So that wasn't given. Mo Salah steps up, hits the worst penalty of his life. The keeper has to save it. and he scores a goal. So, look, he got sub straight afterwards. Could have been worse. He's going to walk away with... I didn't actually check the bonus points. He was on 1. Let's refresh that and have a look. He's walking away with no bonus points. Okay, before the game... Someone, if you're not a Salah owner as well, tell me in the comments. If before the game you got told Salah will get 7 points, would you be happy? I would have snapped your hand off for it. So 7 points, double to 14 for most people. I've fallen behind slightly in some of my betting leagues, but I'll take it. I'll take it. It could have been a lot worse. We were really gearing up for a Salah hat trick, a 45 plus point a game after you've captained him, and it didn't happen. So look. We're happy enough. We're going into this last game. Actually, 2 games are kicking off at the same time, which is rare this season. That's something we're going to look forward to next week, actually, or on Wednesday. 6 games are kicking off at 2 times, so we can actually have a bit of fun. I feel some of the fun of fantasy football has disappeared watching game after game, because I used to enjoy, you only watch one game and then you'd learn of someone scoring on another game. You'd see other kind of points coming in from other games, whereas now you're watching each game, like you're praying different things don't happen, and it's God, it's a lot to be thinking about each weekend. So yeah, that's going to come up, but yeah, that's the team. So next game week is where are we? We're on Sunday. It kicks off Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Is it a 4:30? I think it's a 4:30 deadline, so we might have an early stream. But this is the team as it stands. So I've got 2 options really. Do I roll my transfer, or do I make three transfers? So let me explain the problem. The problem is I have no money in the bank. I've got 3 City players. So, like, my sub's going to be Jota, right? And I was strongly looking to bring in Mahrez. Now, if I want to bring Mahrez in, I have to get rid of Delap. If I get rid of Delap, I need to get rid of Vardy, because I can't get rid of Delap and Jota for Mahrez, because I don't have enough money to do that with any other striker. So then Vardy was going to go next week anyway. So the 3 transfers I spoke about in the last video: Delap, Jota, Vardy out, Mahrez, Wilson, Bamford in. On paper, it's a -8, so that's a problem to begin with. But on paper, it's 3 good subs, I feel. I don't want to get rid of Vardy against Everton, but playing 4-4-2, Everton actually looked quite good against Chelsea. So this 4-4-2 with James injured, like it's kind of set up to not concede too many goals. So yeah, the transfers have merit. The problem: Mahrez looked terrible in the midweek and also terrible yesterday against United. So much so he was subbed off. I think that's the earliest he's been subbed off this season for Pep. So yeah, I'm not sure he's even going to play against West Brom. So those are the thoughts. I can't think of what else to do. So I'm going to give it some thought tonight. I'll have my team reveal, the official team reveal, up tomorrow. But I'm thinking I might just roll my transfers and just hope that Cancelo plays. So like, the team looks good on paper. I'm probably going to go Kevin De Bruyne captain, because West Brom have the worst XG conceded in the game. And yeah, like I think I have to go with the stats on that. And like, you just hope that City are going to, I've got a feeling they're going to play the likes of Foden, Ferran Torres, and they're going to come out and, again, hopefully walk West Brom. And there's just no way that De Bruyne's going to be dropped for that. So that's the thoughts, the early thoughts, but I'll have that confirmed tomorrow. Yeah, so that's that. Relatively quick video. Going to go downstairs now and hopefully cheer Vardy on, watch him get a hat-trick. That'd be pretty sweet. Game reveal up tomorrow. Probably going to do a live stream, actually, on Tuesday. We did the live stream on Friday, and we got, at one point, almost 300 viewers, which was unbelievable considering, like, the big guys like Let's Talk FPL. There was a few other guys streaming at the same time. So that was fairly phenomenal numbers. So if you want me to do that stream, drop a comment down below. If we get enough activity, I might do the stream. I appreciate it's going to be quite early. Like, we'll be doing that stream around 4 o'clock. Like, do people even have jobs anymore? So yeah, I'm not decided. But the one thing I can guarantee is game week reveal will be up tomorrow. So look, the festive period is here. Football is back non-stop now until the end of December. So let's sit back and enjoy it. And as I usually say, take it easy. We'll see you tomorrow.